Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
Today, we're going to talk about the fact that it seems more and more obvious that the WNBA and the people surrounding it and certain media members are never going to accept Caitlin Clark as the face of the league. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so and hit that notification bell when you do. If you like Caitlin Clark, subscribe. If you like football, subscribe. If you like Rob, subscribe. Just subscribe. We're going for 5,000 subscribers, and we need your help, so please subscribe. Rob, it seems to me more and more that even though Caitlin Clark fans will see Caitlin Clark as the face of the league because she's, I think, going to be the best player in the league at some point, probably a year or two from now, and she's also the most popular by a large margin, they'll see her as the face of the league. But everybody else is going to pretend that she's not, or just say, like, there's 6 or 7, 8 people that are face of the league, which is kind of like how the NBA is right now. Like the commissioner doesn't seem to have any interest in protecting Caitlin Clark or promoting her, and the players seem to run the league. You can see she had apologized twice for not saying she doesn't approve of hatred and racism and stuff, which should be obvious that she doesn't, that nobody does. And the fact that, okay, it's on social media, she has no control over that. And then I watched these 2 games against the Aces, against the presumptive MVP, and you could just see that the refs were for the Aces and for A'ja Wilson, who had to protect her MVP status. They make sure she got every call in the book, and the Fever didn't. And poor Leah Boston, 6 fouls in the first game to 0 for her. You know, it just seems like the refs are saying, "No, we're going to make sure that A'ja Wilson has a good game. It's because she make sure she gets her MVP. We can't have Clark's team, doing well against them." It just seemed, I don't know, it seems more and more obvious to me, Rob. That's what's going to happen.
Well, we saw that in the beginning, Mark. I mean, the whole league just after the one incident when she got body checked down, and there was no repercussions for it on Carter, and then she gets, she's getting flagrant fouls all during the season, and there's the commissioner has nothing to say about it. All she could say is that that's how we are. We're a physical league, and right there already shows you how they feel about Caitlin Clark. So,
well, it started from the very beginning when she got them additional revenue by increased more ticket prices, and increased revenue coming from the TV, which of course didn't come. They don't get the money for that this year, but they knew they were getting the money. But all those ticket sales and the increase in the ticket prices generated so much revenue. They said, "Oh, we can afford charter flights now." The league didn't give her any credit for that, and neither did some of the media. So you could just tell from the very beginning, they didn't market her very much at all. Almost like she was just like another rookie, like Angel Reese. They marketed her like 2 rookies.
Right. They didn't, and we didn't see this coming, even though I guess they weren't watching college basketball for the last 4 years, I guess.
Other people are saying she's a generational player, and they just look at her as just another rookie or maybe another number 1 pick. And like this great rookie class. It wasn't like this great player coming in. No, and they're afraid to do that because people are jealous and envious of her, and we all know the reasons why. But the main reasons are she's getting a lot of publicity, making a lot of money, and she's white and she's straight. Those are the main reasons why. And so they don't want that person to be the face of the league, even though it's silly. You don't determine who the face of the league is.
Right.
You really do. I mean, how that person performs on the court and how fans react to her, that determines the face of the league.
I mean, Mark, when I have my young people I work with, and if I mention Caitlin Clark, they've never seen a WNBA game their whole life. But if I mention Caitlin Clark, wonder like, "Oh, you mean the rookie, the player that's shooting threes and stuff?" If I mention A'ja Wilson, they'll be like, "Who? Who?" Or if I mention Kelsey Plum, "Who?" Or in the field, they don't even know who, but they know about Caitlin Clark.
Right. Well, I'm saying people that are Caitlin Clark fans and certain people in the media will all say it's obvious she's going to be the face of the league and that she is the face of the league. But they're going to pretend that she's not, is my argument. Yeah. And you can tell the fact that they barely marketed her. And so I don't think it's going to change any. The league has so much pressure on the commissioner not to do this, and the refs are against her. And I don't see anything. You can tell ESPN. ESPN pretends she's just another rookie. So I don't see it. I don't see it changing. It's going to happen whether they pretend that it does or not.
It's going to
And
happen.
I think it's a sad statement on them that can't accept a white player playing well in a black league. Who cares? Look, Jokic has won 3 of the last 4 MVPs in the NBA. And other than Kendrick Perkins, nobody cares that he's white and that he's dominant. And he's not even the face of the league, Rob, because that doesn't determine who's the face of the league. The fans determine who the face of the league is by how popular that player is. He doesn't have much of a personality. He's a nice guy and everything. I don't think it's his personality. He's got a nice, dry sense of humor and everything.
Right.
But he's not even from the U.S. He goes and takes care of his horses afterwards. So he's not the face. Steph Curry and LeBron are more the face of the league than he is. And guess what? Because fans like them. They're popular. So, it's so silly.
It was like when she came to the league, it's like they got together in a room and says, yeah, we know she's good, but we can't really promote her because, the black players might be a little put off by us promoting a white player. Don't you think so? Yeah, yeah. We can't do that. No.
They pretended they couldn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to hide the fact that they didn't promote her on purpose because it wouldn't go over well with the players.
Right.
And I think that's going to be a real problem for her whole career, Rob. They're going to downplay, whether she's a face of the league and her popularity. And I think that's going to go on forever and ever. It doesn't matter. I mean, I can just see it happening already. Paige Becker coming in next year.
Yep.
They're going to promote the heck out of Paige Beckers. They're going to treat her okay. They're going to treat her like a rookie, but they're going to treat her like nice for a rookie. Because why? Oh, she went to UConn.
Yeah.
She's overly woke, and she's not getting tons and tons of publicity and endorsements. She's getting some, but not like Caitlin Clark.
Right.
So that's going to be okay. And if Juju Watkins, 3 years from now, unless the players' agreement determines they can come out a little early, we won't see her for 3 years. But Juju Watkins is going to come in, and I bet you they promote her, Rob.
Oh, yeah.
Can't imagine why. It started with this ridiculous article by Lindsay Schnell, where she said that Juju Watkins and Hannah Hidalgo are going to be the face of the league, and it's important. Or they're going to be the face of women's basketball. And it's important because they're not white. And, WNBA just ran with that, Rob. They just said, yeah. That's right. We don't want to face it. And the whole thing's silly because it's not like there's 0 white people in the league. So occasionally the best player or the most popular player is going to be white. That's just the way the odds are. Doesn't have to be 100% of the time that a black person is the face of the league just because it's mostly black players.
Yeah, the main thing is it doesn't matter what freaking color they are. It's so annoying.
It matters to them, Rob. That's exactly why they're holding her down. It matters to them. It doesn't matter to me. I could care less what color she is. Most of my favorite athletes are black. I find her exciting to play, and I think that's how 95% of her fans are, Rob.
And I like some of your people's players too, Mark. So, but
yeah, it's never been.
It's so weird that you would just, and she's making the players money. She's going to be making you money. Why are you? It just seems.
Oh no, the league was growing all along, Rob.
Yeah, they were going without her. If Clark wasn't there this year, they would have had charter flights and attendance would have been up like it is now, Mark, without Caitlin Clark.
Right. Well, they got the new contract for the TV rights. It was $240 million, and so it is almost 4 times what they had before. And there was no indication that they gave Caitlin Clark any credit or even indicated her popularity is why they were able to negotiate just a good contract. If the TV networks or Adam Silver, who was part of the whole negotiations, didn't think that Caitlin Clark was going to increase the popularity, they wouldn't have gotten that. Go ahead.
Yeah, look at that. Now Ion. Have you ever heard of Ion TV before this?
No. I heard of NBA TV. I never heard of Ion before this.
I never heard of Ion TV. Now, because of Caitlin Clark, everybody knows Ion TV. So now people will not just watch the basketball games. They'll be like, oh, maybe I'll watch some more other programs on that TV station.
Right.
So,
I mean, the players have done everything to try to hold her down to make sure she wasn't successful by the double teaming and triple teaming and the abuse that she got physically. And the refs let them get away with that. But it backfired in a way because it made her progress quicker, I think.
well, the main person, Mark, and the main person, and you know who it is that's holding her back, Coach Sides.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's on purpose. I think she's just incompetent and not very bright.
Yeah, but you would think, like I said, you got this player, and it took you all this time to figure out, gee, maybe we should give her the ball and push the ball up the court, and she's making us win games. You would think that.
I think some people said that she's afraid to give Caitlin Clark compliments because of the pressure from the league, because a white coach promoting a white player wouldn't look good. So that part may be true, that she's afraid to publicly say how good Caitlin Clark. It took her like 3/4 of a season before she acknowledged that she was a great passer.
Right. I mean, with me, I would have been, Mark, if I was a coach, I'd be like, yeah, we got the best player. Look at her, man. Look at this. I'd be all over that. I wouldn't even care. And if people say, well, she's white, I'm like, and your point being, she's white, and what is that supposed to mean? Right. She's a basketball player. She's one of my best basketball players.
We talked about this. Caitlin Clark's first game, I would have made a 30-second or 60-second video of highlights of her passing and taking logo threes. That's what I would have done and promoted her first game. I wouldn't care what the other players think. I'm there to set record ratings so that we make more money for the league. They didn't do that. They put a commercial for the whole league, and she was in it just like a bunch of other players. And I would just do that. I mean, Michael Jordan, eventually they just did these promos of just Michael Jordan. You know, they promoted anytime he played a game, they promoted the heck out of him.
I mean, yeah, if this was such a great rookie class, you didn't even promote it. There's no, I mean, you know, like I said, you could have done a 30-second thing. Clark, Reese, Jackson, all the little rookies coming in, and just do that. You didn't even promote the rookies coming into the game.
Right. So
you
I don't
promote the old dinosaur. Promote the dinosaur. Taurasi, she's gonna be. Oh yeah, she's done. It's over.
They didn't mind her being the face of the league because she wasn't getting all this publicity and making all this money. So she was like on an equal level with them. Caitlin Clark is not on an equal level with them. The amount of attention she gets, the amount of money she makes her different. And that's what bothers them the most, really. And so it's not going to change. And so you're going to see she's going to be the face of the league for the next 15 years, and they're really never going to acknowledge it. And neither's ESPN. And especially the black females, they're not going to acknowledge that because they got the tribalism going on. Yeah, they're all going to pretend it's everyone else. And like I said, they're dying to make Juju Watkins the face of the league 3 years from now.
I was just going to say that.
And I have nothing against Juju Watkins. She seems like a nice young lady. She's very talented, super athletic, Rob, great size and everything, great all-around game. But, you know, I just can see what happened. I can just see what's going to happen.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Mark. That's what I was thinking. That they can't wait until she comes to the league. Juju Watson, oh my goodness, she's going to be one of the best players in the league. She'll probably be MVP.
And guess what, Rob? She may be the best player of all time for all I know.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make it correct that they treat her differently than how they received Caitlin Clark. That doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right that Paige Beckers will get a different reception than Caitlin Clark.
Right.
And it doesn't make it right that they're not accepting Caitlin Clark as the great player that she is. None of that makes it right.
Yeah.
But that's what I see right now. And the commissioner, it starts with the commissioner, just protecting her through the refs, which she's failed to do the entire year.
Yeah.
So anyways, we'll see what happens. We'll see if they get their act together, but I doubt they're ever going to accept her.
Too late.
Because they're too jealous and envious of all the money she makes and all the publicity she gets. So it's not going to change. The NBA didn't do it this way, but the WNBA, for whatever reason, Rob, women like to tear other women down. That's what women say to.
I told you.
I'm not saying it. Women say that to me.
Like I told you. Oh, I think she's so good. Oh, it's Caitlin Clark. Huh? Well, we got wild hair. Huh.
So the pettiness will continue for the next 15 years, in my opinion, Rob.
I think
and
so.
the tribalism. That's my prediction. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so, Rob.
No, you were not wrong.
Anyways, if you like Caitlin Clark, subscribe to our channel. If you agree with our take, subscribe to our channel. If you don't agree with our take, subscribe to our channel. Just subscribe. Yeah. And join us today at 3 o'clock for Dallas Wings against the Indiana Fever, and that's on NBA TV. And then also Thursday, their last game of the year against the Mystics, and that's at 7:30 on Prime Video. So join us for those two. And also join us for our live show on Monday, except for major holidays, 6 to 8 Eastern time. You can call in for that show. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you want to donate to this channel, you can with super chats down below and super thanks. And we'll see you in the next video.
Peace out.